Nottingham Forest, a club full of history. Following the relegation of fellow Nottingham club Notts County to non-league football, Nottingham Forest officially became the oldest football league club in England. Some younger fans of football might not realise this, but Forest have actually won back-to-back Champions League titles in the Brian Clough era in the late 1970s. However, the shine of Forest has faded away in recent years with their relegation from the Premier League in 1999 and a steep decline following that. Today, we look to secure Forest's return into the Premier League and also secure them a third Champions League title. It's time for the Mr. Rebuild era, as today we rebuild Nottingham Forest. G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome back to another rebuild here on the channel. It is one that has been highly requested for years upon years now. It is Nottingham Forest in the rebuild series. Of course, they are on the verge of potentially making the playoffs and potentially getting promoted back to the Premier League, but we're going to take it into our own hands today and rebuild them. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's rebuild video, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you are new around here, bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. So the main objective is to win the UEFA Champions League. Every game in the rebuild is simulated except for the Champions League final. The transfers can be as unrealistic or realistic as we like. There's a big focus on the transfer window. And finally, of course, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules. Let's get into the rebuild. So this is how our starting 11 looks like for season 1, number 1. It's not a bad side in all honesty. There's a few key areas that are quite strong, a few areas that are quite weak. I'm probably going to change the formation up a little bit as well, but for this first season, I want to go in for a new left midfielder, a new striker, and maybe even a new centre midfielder, but let's see what we can get done. And there it is. Our first piece of business in the transfer window is Nicolas Gonzalez coming here to Nottingham Forest. We have signed the Argentinian striker from Stuttgart for £7.6 million. Getting the business done nice and early here. Linton Maynard, the German left midfielder, an upgrade on Amiobi. We have brought him in from Hanover for £5 million on the dot. A player departure here as Tendai Derikwa is headed to the Saudi Arabian League, headed to Al Hilal for £2 million. And Michael Hafeli is headed to the Belgian League, headed to Genk here for a big sum, £880,000. Since we do have Gonzalez into the club, there is no more need for Lewis Graben, the English striker, headed up north, headed to Celtic Park for £3.5 million. And we've actually achieved our goal of signing a left midfielder, striker, and now a centre midfielder, Ivan Obliakov. I'm definitely going to mispronunciate a lot of names here, as you guys are used to now, but the Russian midfielder coming across from Moscow for £8.3 million. So there it is. I would say that's the perfect opening transfer window in charge of Forest. We had 3 goals. We achieved them. We sold a few more players as well. So I'm very happy with how things have started here. And I have decided to change the formation up to a 4-5-1, playing 2 attacking midfielders. But this is how the starting 11 now looks with our new signings and our player departures. The goal needs to be to push for Premier League promotion here in season 1. So let's see how that goal is tracking come January 1st. Very good. Very, very good. We are sitting in 3rd position, just 1 point behind West Brom in the automatic promotion spots. Fulham currently topping the league, but we're only 5 points behind them, so we're in a very strong position here. I wanted to try selling a few players here in the January transfer window so that I could try bringing in another addition to our starting 11. Unfortunately, the offers just weren't coming through here, so we're going to have to stick with the side that we currently have, but here's the hoping that the players continue to grow. Get in there, lads. We have overturned the slight deficit we have, and we have gone up to the Premier League for season number 2. Automatic promotion here, going up alongside my personal favorite club in Fulham. So that is absolutely fantastic to see. Promotion in season 1. Only 4 losses. I mean, We had 114 points is insane. In terms of the relegation battle, it's going to be Charlton Athletic, Luton Town and Barnsley all relegated. Chelsea did win the FA Cup on a penalty shootout. Liverpool destroyed Tottenham to win the Carabao Cup. Reading have taken down West Brom, so West Brom have absolutely bottled it. So it's ourselves, Reading and Fulham all getting promoted. Barcelona defeat Liverpool 2-0 to win the Champions League, and Borussia Dortmund defeat Lazio to win the Europa League. Quick little look at our top growers here for season number 1. I know you guys have wanted me to show that a little bit more often, so if there's anybody you want to have a pretty decent look at, just make sure you pause the video. But a lot of players exploding in growth. I mean, all of our signings have gone up quite nicely, and a lot of the reserve players going up +3, +2. But lads, that is how season number 1 with Nottingham Forest is going to conclude. Promotion to the Premier League. A few decent signings, but I'm very confident that we're going to have a lot of work to do to avoid relegation. Marash Kumbula is going to be our first signing here in the Premier League era. We have brought him across for £9 million from Hellas Verona. Been wanting to use this guy as like a star player in a rebuild for a very long time now, and we've finally done it. But we've gone from a decent signing to an absolutely insane signing. Mason Mount making the move from Chelsea, a player with Premier League experience and a hell of a lot of potential on his side. The Englishman, £28 million, 81 rated. He is a star player. We have decided to sell Nuno da Costa here, £6.2 million to Lille. Also sold the Ghanaian midfielder Albert Adama. He's headed to Brazil, headed to Santos for £1.25 million. A player that's had a pretty steep decline, I would say. Carl Jenkinson has gone from Arsenal to, was he like West Ham before then, to Nottingham Forest, and now he's headed to AZ Alkmaar for £1.45 million. Also, I swear he used to be Finnish. I think this player departure here signals what I'm trying to do. We have sold Joe Lolly, a starting 11 player, a decent player here. He's our starting right midfielder, but we've sold him to Atalanta for £8.7 million. So I want to go in for an upgraded right midfielder player. Liam Bridcut headed back down to the Championship, headed to West Bromwich Albion here for 570k. Absolutely clearing stock here in Season 2. Thiago Silva, no, of course, not the Brazilian defender, not the guy that's the center of the AJ Tracy and Dave song. Thiago Silva, our Portuguese midfielder, headed to Boca Juniors, I believe that is, for 8.5 million. There it is, lads. I told you I was trying to save up for a big right midfielder, and we have done just that. Samuel Chukwueze, the Nigerian midfielder, signing across here from Villarreal, £26.9 million. He better be a good pickup. We have also decided to sell Zach Clough here. I wonder, probably isn't, but I wonder if he's related to Brian. Anyways, we're selling him to Benevento in the Italian leagues for 860,000. Sambasau also departing the club, headed to Getafe in the Spanish La Liga for 3.2 million. Brennan Johnson's a player that has fantastic potential in this game. I'm going to loan him out for the next year to Cardiff City because I want to have him grow as a player that could be a fantastic reserve for us. And Tobias Figueiredo is headed to Villa Park, the Portuguese defender, signing for 4.45 million. So there it is, a pretty goddamn busy transfer window here to start off the Premier League era. The signings we made were big signings. That was definitely quality over quantity. Departures though, absolutely quantity galore. Get in there, lads. We are currently in 15th position. Definitely not in a super comfortable position, but I'm just grateful that clubs like Reading, Fulham and Villa have been absolute arse, because if it weren't for them being so bad, we would definitely be in the relegation zone. But not safe yet, only 6 points clear, but we're going to have a big second half of the season. We have decided to sell our starting 11 goalkeeper here. Bryce Samba headed to Nunes, which is Boca Juniors, I believe, for £9 million on the dot. So let's go get ourselves a new goalkeeper. And we have done just that. Pierluigi Golini coming across here from Atalanta, £16.5 million. Definitely not an end game goalkeeper, but a goalkeeper that can help us for the short term and is going to hopefully help us survive relegation. So there it is, a 1-for-1 transfer window. Golini in, Samba out. Now the big question, can we starve off clubs like Fulham, Reading and Aston Villa and survive relegation here in Season 2? We have done just that. We finish in 14th position, but I mean, 14th looks comfortable, but in terms of points, it was definitely not comfortable. Only 7 points ahead of Bournemouth, who did replace Aston Villa. So it's Bournemouth, Fulham and Reading all headed down to the Championship, but we have survived relegation, and that is all that matters to me. At the other end of the table, however, Liverpool have won the Premier League title with 105 points. Liverpool have also won the FA Cup here. Man City take down Liverpool and stop them from doing the treble 2-1 in the Carabao Cup final. Barcelona go back-to-back and win another Champions League title. Bloody hell. And it is Chelsea winning the Europa League in season number 2. Again, all I wanted was to survive the relegation battle here in the second season, and that is exactly what we have done. So I don't even know, I mentally am like, should we be pushing for Europa League football in season 3? I don't think so, but I guess you gotta shoot for the stars. We have spent virtually our entire transfer budget here for season 3 on one man, and that is President Kimpembe, the Frenchman signing here from PSG for £48.7 million. That is a massive signing for our starting 11, shoring up our defense, that's for sure. Since we've sold so many players here in the past few seasons, we need to get a young core of reserves in. So the first player is Menzies Duarte signing here. 2 more free agents joining us here at Nottingham Forest. Sean Bryn, an English striker, signing on 66 rated on a free deal. As you can see, we're going to scroll up all the players we're in talks for, but the next one, Maximiliano Bologna, what a name. And then 3 more have signed on here. Rui Gomez Pinto, the Portuguese winger, Victor Mars Wame, and then as we get to the top, it is Maximiano, again, Benjamin this time, the Brazilian. But that is all the business we're going to do here to start off season 3. Like I said, I spent most of the budget on Kimpembe, so Kimpembe and a bunch of free agent youngsters into the club. And this is what our starting 11 and our substitutes and our reserves, as we scroll down, really looks like here, halfway through, or at the end of the first window in season 3. So the squad coming along nicely. Mason Mount already up to an 84. I'm excited about the future here at Nottingham Forest. Okay, so halfway through the season on the 1st of January, find ourselves in 10th position on 29 points here. Dead middle of the Premier League table. I'd say we're too far away to make a push for Europa League football, unfortunately. But that isn't going to stop us from making upgrades to the squad. We're going to make our first pre-contract signing here at Nottingham Forest. It is Lorenzo Pellegrini signing on a free deal from AS Roma, joining us here at Nottingham Forest in season number 4, 85 rated. Our starting 11 is coming to a decent level quite quickly. Lorenzo Pellegrini, very excited to have you at the club. So there it is, just the signing of Pellegrini into the team. But I'm very excited to see what he can bring to us next season. And I'm keen to see what sort of a position we are in headed to the back end of season 3 and the start of season 4. So we climb up just the one position here to finish off season number 3. 9th position in the Premier League, 60 points. We weren't close at all to Europa League football, but thankfully we weren't even close to the relegation battle. So as you can see, it is back-to-back Premier League titles for Liverpool, Aston Villa, Stoke City and Sheffield United all relegated back down to the Championship. Liverpool, they can't stop winning FA Cups, can they? 3-0 over Chelsea. Tottenham have taken down Manchester City to win the Carabao Cup. It's a 3rd successive Champions League title for Barcelona. What? And Bayer Leverkusen have won the Europa League title 1-0 over AC Milan. Again, another quick look at how the squad is progressing for you guys. Of course, if you want to have a closer look, make sure you pause. But I'm very happy with the growth of a lot of these players. Our regen players growing up quite quickly. You can quickly separate who the good regens are from the bad ones. But the growth of this Nottingham Forest side has been very good so far. So that is season number 3 done and dusted at Nottingham Forest. Definitely think with Pellegrini coming in and hopefully some more signings at the start of next season, we need to be making a push for Europa League football. I still think we're a little bit far away from Champions League, but Europa League football definitely want to make the push. So there it is. There is the cutscene for you guys. I always love the unveiling cutscene, but it is Lorenzo Pellegrini coming here to Nottingham Forest on a free deal, 85 rated, 26 years of age. He's going to be a massive upgrade to our starting 11. And we've gone ahead and made a massive signing to the left back position. Ben Chilwell, getting a little bit more English talent into the squad. I feel like I've neglected English football a little bit here with this Nottingham Forest side. He's going to be injured for the start of the season, but he's going to be a massive asset, joining us from Valencia for £40 million. And due to the signing of Ben Chilwell, we have decided to part ways with Yuri Ribeiro. We've actually managed to sell him for £25.2 million to Sociedad, which I'm not opposed to. Another transfer fee that I'm not disappointed with at all, João Carvalho headed to Inter Milan for £47 million. Bloody hell. Following the theme of a little bit of English football into our squad, Joe Gomez coming across here from Napoli, £70 million. I've definitely paid a little bit, maybe too much for him, but he is an end game player. So now our backline is Chilwell, Gomez, Kimpembe, and Matty Cash, who is growing quite nicely. So 3 out of 4 of our backline, English talent. Looking like a good team. And again, bringing in a big starting 11 player means it's no point keeping the current starting 11 player. So Joe Worrell is headed to Hertha Berlin for £23.6 million. And I have also decided to sell Marash Kumbula to Schalke for £28.8 million. Honestly, I thought we were going to have enough time to develop him, but our side is growing and progressing a lot faster than I expected to. Sammy Amiobi, I've been trying to sell him for a few seasons now, and he's finally leaving, headed to Zurich here for £2.45 million. So there it is, a pretty goddamn full-on window. I'm definitely leaning to signing some more players in January, but I want to see how the team progresses in the first half of season 4. Sold a lot of talent, got a lot of money left in the bank. But let's go and see what the situation is. This is how the starting 11 looks right now. As I said, progressing a lot better than I expected. I might even look at signing a new left midfielder or a new striker. Probably left midfielder is where I'd lean to for the second half of this 4th season. But still, we'll see how we're tracking along halfway through season 4. We are on the cusp of qualification for Europa League football, sitting in 7th position here on the 1st of January, 40 points. Arsenal there with 45, Man United, Man City on 47. So we need to push on a little bit in the second half of this season and get up to those 5th, 4th roles. I've decided to pull the trigger here. We've sold Linton Maynard to Everton for £48.2 million. Again, I love dynamic player potentials because it means player values go through the goddamn roof. And there it is, lads. That is exactly what I was talking about when it came to a big name signing. Leroy Sané coming across from the 3-time-in-a-row Champions League winners, SC Barcelona. We have paid £86.1 million for the German winger. Thank you, release clauses. What a signing, 90 rated. I mean, the fact that he's 27 means if I want to have him here at the end, we're going to have to go and really make our progression a little bit quicker. But Leroy Sané, what a massive, massive signing here for Nottingham Forest. Let's go. Sané in, Maina out. That is what I call successful business here. Our squad continuing to exceed all of my expectations, but my expectation now needs to be Europa League qualification. Can we exceed that expectation? Oh, come on, lads. Everything's been going so well, but we do encounter a little bit of a stumble in the road because we have finished in 7th position, 1 point out of Europa League football. I mean, I think we might be able to go through the Europa League qualifiers, but I'm not 100% certain. I would have loved to push up just one more, turn one of those 9 draws into a win, and we play Europa League football. That's frustrating. Leicester City have been relegated though. They've been relegated alongside Crystal Palace and Norwich City. We're playing Europa League football. I didn't even bloody realise that, but we have won the FA Cup here at Liverpool. Yes, lads, you love to see it. Liverpool have won the Carabao Cup, however. Barcelona, what are they putting in the water there in Spain? That's 4 Champions League titles in a row for Barcelona. What in the actual hell is going on? And Lyon have taken down Borussia Dortmund to win the Europa League here. I'm very happy that we won the FA Cup, however, because that means Europa League football is coming to Forest here in season number 5. That's going to hopefully improve our transfer budget. And I don't know, there's something different about this rebuild that I'm just falling in love with this Nottingham Forest team that we're putting together. We are not here to mess around in season 5, lads. Mike Magnan signing across. Oh my god, the Frenchman, 86 rated, 42.6 million pounds. That's a big upgrade in between the sticks. I have decided to part ways with Nicolas Gonzalez for one reason, and one reason only. That goddamn price tag. Chelsea have paid £83.3 million for the Argentine. That's a good return on our initial investment for what was it, like 5-6 million we paid in season 1? And that means we have been able to go ahead and make a massive upgrade on Gonzalez. It is Timo Werner signing here from Leipzig for £91.4 million, meaning if I do quick math, I mean, I'm not good at math. I dropped it in high school when I was in year 10, but I believe we signed him for like £8 million or something if you get the rate or the transfer fee of Gonzalez and Werner and switch them over. Quick math. So there it is, a window solely based on quality over quantity. Gonzalez out, Magnan and Werner in. This Forest side has gone to a new level. So there it is, a quick look at our starting 11 right now. And this team is pretty goddamn crazy. Cash, I'm so, I was going to say proud, but I can't be proud of a virtual character. I'm so happy with the growth of Cash. He's already up to an 85 as a right back. This team is nuts. Halfway through the season, January 1st, we currently find ourselves in 4th position here in the Premier League season. At this point, Champions League qualification is a must. Man United topping the league, but very, very happy with the start to life we've had. Didn't have a crazy amount of money to work with to improve our starting 11, so I thought, alright, let's go and start thinking about the future. Let's start thinking about squad depth. So I've gone ahead here and paid £32.2 million to sign Diallo. What a pickup. We've brought him across here from Frankfurt. He'll be a backup, but what a backup he is. So just the one signing of Diallo here in the January transfer window. Definitely keen to have him in our reserves, but this team goes from strength to strength. Now let's see if we've qualified for Champions League football come season number 6. We have done it. We are finished in 4th position. Didn't get close to that top 3, but it doesn't matter. We are going to be playing Champions League football in season number 6 with Nottingham Forest. 4th position, 81 points. Liverpool once again winning the league. Man United have bottled it a little bit there. Sheffield United, Burnley and Look at Brentford have got 1 win all season. That is embarrassing. Anyways, they're all headed down to the championship. Unfortunately, we lost the Community Shield at the start of the season to Liverpool, and we couldn't go back-to-back in the FA Cup. Man City winning it this year. Liverpool with yet another Carabao Cup to their name. Lyon have finally broken Barcelona's reign of terror. Lyon defeating Atletico Madrid to win the Champions League, and we have lost the Europa League final. We lost the final. Are you kidding me? We could have won the Europa League this season, but Lazio have beaten us. We absolutely destroyed our group here, taking down Salzburg and all those teams. We won 6-1 in the round of 32. We won 6-0 again in the round of 16. We've absolutely killed it. Leverkusen we beat in the quarterfinals. We're not the reigning champions. We beat Betis in the semis. And then we lost to Lazio in the final. God damn it. Another insane season, however, at Nottingham Forest. Our team is starting to look absolutely deadly. Champions League football coming to us here in season number 6. Ooh, let's see how deep we can go. I genuinely think we have a great opportunity and a genuine opportunity to win the Champions League here in the 6th season. So I've gone and made a massive upgrade here. Danny Olmo coming across from Liverpool. We have signed him for £76.8 million, an 89 rated attacking midfielder. What a pickup, and he's actually in my good books now because on his Twitter, he posted like last week a picture of him playing career mode. So we've signed one of us lads, Danny Olmo, as a fellow career mode enthusiast. So it's like welcoming a brother into the brotherhood. Just like at the end of last season, I'm trying to think a little bit strategically and a little bit with our backups in mind. So I've signed a backup striker, Hwang Hee-chan, a South Korean striker joining us here from SC Braga for £27.5 million. So again, quality over quantity here. Danny Olmo is a massive pickup for our side. That means we have Pellegrini as a reserve attacking midfielder now. That's mental. So this is what our starting 11 and our bench is looking like now. Injuries to Mount and Olmo hopefully won't cause us many issues, but Mason Mount already up to a 92. This team, with the dynamic player potentials and the growth and everything, has been just great to watch. But we have been drawn a pretty difficult group here in the Champions League. AC Milan, AS Monaco and VfL Wolfsburg all in our group here. Definitely going to be a bit of a challenge to get out of it. Now, I still expect for us to get out of it, but definitely not easy. So let's go and see how we've gone. Okay, that was actually much easier than I expected. It's ourselves and AC Milan virtually wiping the floor with the group here. We only lose the one game, and we've got a pretty good goal difference as well. So ourselves and AC Milan through to the round of 16 of the Champions League. But we have been drawn a very difficult prospect. If you look to the bottom of the screen, we have been drawn up against Atletico Madrid. They have been runners-up in this rebuild so many times. So they're a tough proposition. The good news, however, is that we are still in the top 4 for the Premier League at this point of the season. 18 games remain. We find ourselves in third. If you've seen a rebuild before, you know my stance from here on in. Once you make the top 4, you better not bloody leave that bitch. We didn't have much money to work with here in the January transfer window, but I still feel like we needed another upgrade to the defense, or another reserve upgrade, that is. So I've decided to sign Chris Metham, the Welsh striker, centre back. Why did I say Welsh? He's Welsh, he's from Wales. The Welsh striker from Spurs for 17 million. Now, I'm not planning on selling Mason Mount, but look at the offers being thrown up. His value, we could get £254 million for him. What? So there it is, just the signing of Metham to the side here in the January transfer window. Very focused on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League round of 16. So let's have at them. Here we go, lads. Our first big test. We are away, traveling to Spain, grabbing our passports, heading to Madrid. Away goals are what we need, and the scoreline is a 0-0 draw. I mean, that's still all right, but I would have loved an away goal. So we need to straight out win the game here in the second leg, because if it happens to be a 1 or 2-all draw, for example, Madrid will go through an away goals rule. So we need a convincing win here. We need a clean sheet. The scoreline is 8. That's what I said. A 2-all draw, which means Atletico Madrid eliminate us in the round of 16 on away goals rule. Bloody hell! Really frustrated after going out in the round of 16 this season. I thought we had the squad and everything to go deep in the Champions League, but unfortunately that was not the case. We did, however, finish second in the Premier League this season, 4 points behind Liverpool, meaning Champions League football will once again be on the agenda for season 7. Villa, Wolves and Bristol City all relegated. Man City win the FA Cup. Liverpool win yet another Carabao Cup. Alright, that makes me feel a little bit better. Atletico Madrid, the side that eliminated us on away goals rule, so we virtually drew with them. They take out Manchester United and win the Champions League. That's a bit better for our confidence. And Schalke win the Europa League. Again, I would have loved, absolutely loved to win the Champions League this season. I thought we had the capabilities to do that this season, but guess not. Let's crack on season 7, make a few more upgrades to the squad, and really go hard for this Champions League title. Gonna make some upgrades in between the sticks here. So Golini has been our backup keeper for the past season, but we have shifted him on to Hoffenheim for £30.4 million, and that was done in order to make room for Gianluigi Donnarumma, our new starting goalkeeper. I can't risk having Mike Magnan, an 87 rated goalkeeper. We need to take it up a new level. So we've gone ahead and got ourselves the best goalkeeper in the world at this point. 92 rated at age 26, 100.5 million pounds from AC Milan. We have also decided to sign Paulinho here as a backup. Yes, a backup midfielder. He only had a 34.8 million clause at Celta Vigo, so I activated that. This guy can play right mid, left mid, so if anything happens to Sane or Samuel, our Nigerian right midfielder, we're covered. So there we go. All the bases covered. Everything that I feel like we lacked last season has been sorted out. Donnarumma and Paulinho into the club. Golini out. Now let's focus, laser focus on the Champions League. And just for a little update on how the squad is looking, I mean, that starting 11 is absolutely, that starting 11 is illegal. That is ridiculous. And then our bench is so strong as well. A much more manageable group here in the Champions League this season. Leverkusen are a big challenge, but then we have Braga and Dinamo Kiev. So my optimism is a little bit higher. Okay, we have absolutely wiped the floor there. I mean, I was confident we'd be going through, but we have gone undefeated, conceding just the one goal all group stage. Yeah, this team is just on a different planet right now. What? In the round of 16, we are being drawn up against AC Milan. I'm hopeful that they haven't used the 100 million pounds we gave them for Donnarumma. Hopefully, it's just sitting in a bank account somewhere, has not been touched, because we made them a lot weaker after getting rid of a 92 rated goalkeeper. Things are definitely going to plan for us here in the Premier League. Undefeated on the 1st of January, 18 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. Hopefully we keep that up. No real surprises that we have done no business here in the January transfer window. Had no money to work with, honestly, but I love the team we have. I thought it was good enough to win last year, and now I would almost bet the house on it being good enough this year. But here we go. This is the stage where we fell on our goddamn faces last year. The round of 16, we're versing Milan on the road again. Let's get some away goals, unlike last year. Oh yeah! That is more than enough away goals. 4-0. 4-0 up headed into this second leg. Surely we're not going to bottle it here. We've got 4 away goals. The scoreline after the second leg, another 4-0 win. AC Milan have been absolutely destroyed. We're through to the quarterfinals. 8-0 on aggregate. And in the quarterfinals, it is a German opponent here. We are versing Borussia Dortmund. So Dortmund in the quarterfinals. The first leg is at home, which I don't love. So the most important thing here is a clean sheet. The scoreline is a 1-1 draw, which isn't great. They missed a penalty as well with Rashford. So 1-1 there. Not the best. We're going to have to score goals in the second leg now. All right, here we go, lads. The second leg away at the Signal Iduna Park. We need goals. We need our attack to step up. Werner, please score some goals for us. The scoreline is a 3-1 win, as easy as you'd like. We're through to the semi-finals. 4-2 on aggregate. Let's go. Oh, this feels right. This definitely feels right. Atletico Madrid, who eliminated us in the semi-finals last year. We faced them in the round of 16 last year. We faced them in the semi-finals here. Come on, lads. Can't be quick to forget either that they are the defending champions here. So this is a massive test to see how far we have come from the round of 16 last year. The home leg up first. Clean sheet, please. The scoreline is a 0-0 draw again. Is this deja vu? I guess the one change from last year is that we had the 0-0 draw on the away leg, but this year, if we score a single goal on this away leg, we are in a great position. Come on, lads. The second leg for a spot in the Champions League final is going to be a 3-0 win, but Werner's been injured. 3-0. Here's to hoping Werner's not out for a while, but we are through to the Champions League final. Oh, no. So come on, Timo Werner, an ACL injury, 4 months on the sidelines. Werner's going to be missing the final. We're going to have to do an absolute shuffle of our squad. That is a big blow. But in the Champions League final, we are versing Barcelona, the team that have absolutely destroyed the Champions League all throughout today's rebuild. we're going to have to take them down. Bloody hell. Taking a look around the other competitions, however, lads, Man City won the Europa League. We have won the Premier League title finally with Nottingham Forest. We have gone undefeated as well. An invincible season. That is insane. What a pickup from the second half of the league in the second half of the season. Jesus. In the relegation battle, something we haven't really been concerned with for quite a while now, Palace, Sheffield United and Stoke all relegated. It's another FA Cup title to our name here at Nottingham Forest. Finally getting another title there. So we've gotten 2 titles. If we win the Champions League, we'll win the treble. No, we won't. We'll win the quad because we've won the Carabao Cup as well here. Let's go. 3-1 over Man City. We've done the domestic treble. Now we're looking to do the quad if we can take down Barca. What a season. What a team we have put together, lads. I'm starting to lose my voice. I've been recording for so long today, but what a team we have on the park. If we don't win today, though, we might have to make some changes because our squad is reaching their late 20s for a lot of the players. Matty Cash up to an 89. What the heck? Obliakov got up to a 90. Mason Mount to a 95. This team is ridiculous, lads. Of course, if you want to pause, 93 for Samuel. Oh, I love this team. Leroy Sané down to an 89. He'll probably be the first player to go if we don't win tonight. But we have put together an insane side here at Forest. It's the Champions League final. Forest versus Barcelona. It has been nearly 40 years since Nottingham Forest have won the Champions League at this point. Let's get it done for the Mr. Rebuild era. Yes, good. We've won the 5th. Oh, no, we've turned it over there. Barcelona on the attack. Got to stop that down there. They take the shot. Thankfully, that one's gone well wide. Come on, lads. Let's get an early goal here. Mason Mount trying to dink that one over the top. It's Samuel with a diving header. The follow-up. Get there, Leroy. Lana, no. Get there, Olmo. Oh, how have we not scored there? Barcelona settling into this game, though. It's Perez going there to Puig. He had a shot before. He's going to have another shot. This time it forced a great save out of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Come on. Counter-attack down the left-hand side. Chilwell playing that one through to Leroy Sané, who's playing striker in place of Timo Werner. Ball being spread around here. Samuel draws and passes. Mason Mount on the angle. Why did I go for the time? Keep it in. Oh, it's a terrible touch. Bloody hell. We've got to drop back and just contain these players here. Barcelona passing it beautifully. I already see the overlap. They've gone through that. They shoot. Another good save from Donnarumma, though. This game is tense. Come on, Leroy. Just make some space. Somebody. Olmo going here to Mason Mount. Shoots. Oh, good save there from the keeper. Bloody hell. I thought that was the moment. Mason Mount. Let's look at this one in the replay. Hit it beautifully. But that's a belter of a save from ter Stegen. Last minute winner would be bloody great here. Chilwell, nice ball through to Paulinho. Come on, do it for us, please. Paulinho, Danny Olmo, good save, follow up. Oh, they've put it away for a corner. That was the opportunity. There it is, lads. We've got 30 more minutes here between Barcelona and Nottingham Forest. We are headed to extra time. Got to defend here. I'm so focused right now, honestly. They're passing it around. Don't let them get a shot off. They do! Oh, my heart just sunk for a second there. I thought that one from Pedri found the back of the net. Oh my god. Look how close that was. Barcelona spreading it around here. They've honestly controlled us in extra time. Good tackle. No, you've got to win those 50-50s. They go through again. What a save at the near post from Donnarumma. This is scary areas. Come on, lads. 120th minute, please. Samuel. Going there, Leroy. I see the overlapping run. Beautiful ball. Danny Olmo, please save. Follow up. Obyakov. Oh, he's missed it. Are you kidding me? The final kick in the 120th minute. He's missed it and we're going to pens. Penalty shootout. Mason Mount, the first man to take the kick for us here. I've got to try timing this. We hit it, thankfully sending to Stegen the wrong way. Timed it absolutely terribly though. All right, let's go to the left-hand side. Go to the left, go to the left. Why was that so delayed? I was hitting it and it wasn't bloody going. All right. Olmo, bottom corner. Hits it. I tried to green time it again. It's just not connecting. My controller must be low on batteries or something. Dembele. We're going to go. Went way too early on that one. It's just a matter of who misses first, and it's not going to be us. Sane, against his former club, hits that one nicely. Come on, Donnarumma, please make the save. Put us in the lead. Dembele, we're going to go to the... Oh, he went straight up. They had me worried for a second there. Paulinho, bottom left. Again, can't get the green time going. Doesn't matter though if we keep scoring. Calzalena shoots, hits it off the post. Oh dear. If we score this, we win the Champions League final. Put it convincingly. Top bins. We green time it. No, we hit the post. I green timed it. How have I missed it and hit the green? What? Oh, come on. Susek, we save this. And we win it. Oh, sudden death. How the fuck do I green time it and not win? The captain, Obyakov, you had the moment to win it in the extra time. Please, mate. Hits it. Okay, sends the keeper the wrong way. A save wins it. Balls of steel. Come on, Donnarumma. Gianluigi up against Grimaldo. He missed it! We win the Champions League final! Let's go, lads! Oh my god! What a bloody final that was! We've won it on penalties with Nottingham Forest. Lads! Oh my god! What a rebuild. That is one for the history books. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe down below if you are new around here. It has been Jared HD here. I am out. Peace. Oh my god.